Hey guys, so I'm back with Steele today, and today we are going to talk about the 4 pillars of physical fitness. Now these are things that are essential no matter what fitness goal you're trying to achieve, but to live a healthy lifestyle, you must understand these 4 pillars. So without further ado, Steele, what are the 4 pillars of physical fitness?
Stephen, they're quite simple. Without all 4 of them, you're not going to get to your goal. You got to start the workout process. You got to eat right. You've got to be sleeping correctly. And then your personal mental attitude. I call it the PMA. So all 4 of those work in synchronicity together to hold up the house. You got to have all 4 to do them. And what I try to explain to people is I try to explain to them by just doing one of the 4. And what I like to look at first of all is I like to look at the workout aspect. If you just look at one of the 4, particularly start with the workout aspect. And say you know you have a workout tomorrow morning, in the morning, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, you're immediately going to start planning for that. And if you put that in your routine, it becomes part of the plan of your daily routine. So what's happening is it becomes a catalyst for change. You know you're going to work out at 7 in the morning. You know that at 7 or 8 o'clock the previous night, you know you're going to be eating. You know you have to get a decent amount of sleep to be able to perform during the workout. So what you've done is you've created a change. It's very much like a synchronicity of change. You've got your diet is starting to get cleaned up. You're starting to sleep a little bit better. Now you're working out at the right times, and all of that will then start feeding into a more regimented, balanced life, and you'll start feeding your endorphins, and your happiness will ensue. It will follow. Now, if you're not happy, and that's part of what you do. It's part of your channel and what you do. If you're not happy coming into that process, you're probably not going to want to take the process on anyway. You have to be happy to start the process, but you're going to make yourself significantly happier in the process.
So I think you said a lot of good things there. One of the things I noted was at the very end, you're talking about being happy going into the process. I don't think that means that you have to love your body and expect the best out of it when you go into it, but it means that you have to want it. It has to be your choice. If someone's forcing you to do it, you're not going to end up getting those results. So the motivation has to come from within. But I think another important thing you said is start with one thing. A lot of people go into the fitness and healthy lifestyle, they think, okay, I have to change everything, and you don't have to change everything. Start with one thing, and like Steele said, it's going to be a catalyst for the others. Now, I wanted to focus a little bit more on the mental aspect of the PMA, personal mental attitude,
Right.
Because I don't think that it's given enough credit right now in the fitness world. I think more and more we're finding out that people who are happy and loving their workout and having a great time, their workout results just double, they skyrocket like crazy.
Absolutely.
Versus someone who's going in with a negative mental attitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is any information that you might have on that?
Well, one of the things that I find is, and we see it across a variety of different body types and different types of people, is people's motivation to stay longer. So for instance, if they can find a social structure, so what I'm suggesting to you is people need to change something if they're unhappy. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect results to change. So what I suggest to people is change your structure, change something in your social structure, change something in your habit structure. For example, get a workout partner, work out with a trainer, take a fitness class, get to know the people in your fitness facility and become part of the social structure. You'll find that a lot of times these people will go to the fitness classes, then afterwards they will they'll go out somewhere, they'll do something. You start to develop a healthier lifestyle. You now have Facebook friends, you now have Instagram friends. You share motivational tips. You become an Instagram or a Facebook follower of your gym or of the trainers that are in the gym, and it immediately starts to move upon itself. So you create a change in your own lifestyle. Instead of sitting at home eating chips, feeling like a slug, you're now more motivated because you've got people in your life that aren't not doing that you have to answer to. So that's one of the things that we try to do, is we always try to get people involved. We call it engaged. We call them member engager programs, because we find that 70 to 80% of people that join gyms are actually have never been in a gym before. If you haven't been in a gym, it's a very scary place. If you haven't thought of making a change, it's a very scary place. It's like walking on a new car lot. I think of joining a gym. I think of changing your lifestyle like that. Walking on a new car lot, you're immediately going to put up everything and go, I'm not doing this today. I'm not ready for this. I'm looking, but I'm not ready for this. So that's something that we try to break down in when we first meet people. We try to break down and help them dig deep and find their motivations. Some of the questions, and I don't know if I'm going on too long on this, but some of the questions that we go to, for example, would be, if I were to say to you, and I know your history, but if I were to say to you, and you walked into the gym today, or into my fitness facility, or something like that today, and you walked in the gym today, and I said to you, Stephen, how much weight are you trying to lose? And you said to me, yeah, maybe 5 or 10 pounds. I said, if you were really happy with 5 or 10 pounds, and you got to that 5 pounds today, you're done. Would that make you happy? I think most people's response, maybe not in your case right now, but in most people's response would be, well, maybe another 5 or 10. Okay, so you're looking to lose 20 pounds. My immediate question to you is, have you ever felt, or what would it make you feel like to lose that 20 pounds?
Interesting. No one ever thinks about the end result. They just think about
then I'm going to reach in and rip your heart out. Because what I'm going to say to you is, I'm going to say to you, Stephen, how would it make you feel if you walked out this door and instead of losing those 20 pounds, you gained those 20 pounds? How would you feel? So now what I've done is I've taken your walls and I brought them down. And that's my end game in trying to motivate you and trying to expose you to finding your commitment, finding out to find out why you're here, and to get you to start the process. Because I think starting the process is the hardest part.
Absolutely.
And then sticking to it by using those tools that we spoke about is probably the next thing that you need to do. So as far as the 4 pillars of physical fitness, they work in synchronicity with each other. You can't have one without the other, but you have to start, I think, somewhere in the diet aspect or in the workout aspect. If that's your end game. If your end game is just to be happy, then you start on the happiness part. But if you want to get physically fit, you got to start somewhere in the diet or the workout, and then move forward from there. Start adjusting your other habits that you have. One of those 4.
All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Remember, make a change. You can still have pie. I mean, just because you're living a healthy lifestyle doesn't mean you're never going to have pie again for the rest of your life. No, but you're going to do it in a way that actually is good for your body. Healthy lifestyle doesn't mean you lose all sorts of happiness when it comes to food. So start a change. Make a change. One thing. Start somewhere. And yeah, thank you very much for joining us, Steele. I appreciate your advice, the 4 pillars of physical fitness. Remember them, guys. Write them down, take bulletin points, post them on your wall or something like that to remember them. All right. Make sure to subscribe. New fitness, nutrition videos coming out every single Monday. Peace out. Hey guys, so I'm back with Steele, and today we are going to talk about the 4 pillars of physical fitness. What's up, Kate?